So first, I'm going to start off by showing you what the table actually looks like. So this, that should know. So I actually right now do my makeup in my dining room. I have my dining room table set up. I have a back room that I've talked about a bunch, and that's going to be my trial room. I'm currently still cleaning it out. I feel like I've said that for the past couple months, but I really need to get on it. I have to clean it because I love having things at the dining room table here because I have a big window in front of me and I have natural light, but it would just be so much easier to have everything in one place. So anyway, that's besides the point, but I want to go ahead and share with you guys how I have everything set up. I actually did just have a trial about an hour ago, so I just left everything the way that I had it, and I want to go ahead and share with you guys. This is pretty much how I have my everything set up when I have appointments at home. Weddings can be a bit different because you never know what you're walking into when it comes to how much space you have and things like that. So sometimes you do have to improvise. I actually bring a little table with me when I do have weddings because sometimes there isn't a table available for me. And so I do bring a little table around with me. If you guys would like to see a video of how I carry everything with me, because that's funny in its own, let me know in the comments down below because I can share with you guys all the things that I bring with me when it comes to going to appointments and weddings and things like that. But when it comes to my setup here, I guess I'll kind of start towards the end because this sounds more exciting. So as you can see, I do have my kit on the floor. This is pretty much how I have it left open. I used to have it up on the table to make it easier for myself, but this thing weighs so much and I don't want to do anything to the table. So I have everything down here. The things that I use the most, I keep up here. But when it comes to foundations and lipsticks and just, you know, little eyeshadows and things like that, I always have this on the floor when I have my trials. I also have it on the floor too when I have my weddings. What are you doing? You behave. So over here at this end, this is where I have my other camera that I use, and then I have all of my lashes and backup products. So these are all the lashes that I pretty much use. I also have some in here as well, but the majority of the lashes that I use the most are over here. I have like a million lashes as a backup. I actually want to order more just because I have a bunch of things coming up and I just want to order them. My tip for makeup artists, make sure you always have lashes on hand because it is the worst feeling in the world when you order lashes and you never know if they're going to be here on time. So I would recommend always, I mean, I always order like 4 or 5 packs of lashes at a time just to make sure I always have them on hand. And, you know, God forbid I go to something and I don't have lashes, it will literally be like a death sentence to me. So these are all my lashes over here. And then I do have some backup products. I have another powder, primer, eye primer, and another foundation. This is the other primer that I have that I actually moved into my other bottle, which I can actually talk about in a little bit if you guys want. I also have a hand sanitizer here because you always want to sanitize your hands before you do makeup on a client. And then this is my camera that I take my photos with. So now moving over here. So I've talked about this before. I'm actually going to be getting rid of it actually because I have another thing that I want to purchase to put all of my products in because I love this bag. It carries all of my palettes and things like that. And like I said, I really do love it. I actually did a video on, you know, what is in this. But the thing that I find when it comes to bringing everything with me with weddings, it's a lot. And so to go ahead and carry this, because it does have a handle as you guys see, to go ahead and bring this and carry this along with my makeup kit and my chair and my light, it's a lot. So I actually found something else that I'm going to be buying. I'm probably going to buy it in the next, you know, month or so because weddings, I mean, this whole month is crazy with like trials and I do have like 2 or 3 weddings coming up. But March to the end of December is really when weddings are the most. So I think I'm gonna wait till March to go ahead and buy the other thing that I have, and then I'll do a video on it if you guys want to see. But this is the, you know, carry-on that I bring with me, or carry, whatever you want to call it, that I have with all my palettes in it. Like I said, there are a couple lashes here in the front. I do have palettes here as well. And so I pretty much just lay them out so that it's easy to get to. These two are pretty much the 2 palettes that I think I use the most out of all of my palettes. I also love using the Minimalist palette by LC. I love the Tartelette palettes. I also use a lot the Lorac Pro palette, and then these two are face palettes. But like I said, I pretty much just keep them out so that they're very easily accessible for me. And yeah, so I have that here. Then I do have my brushes. So as you can see, like I said, I did just have a trial, so my brushes are messy. I do put them on a paper towel just to make sure that everything's nice and clean. And of course, when it comes to my dining table, I don't want to mess up the lace tablecloth. So I do have a paper towel down. I do put paper towel down as well when I do have appointments, just to make sure that, you know, I don't know what's on the surface, of course, of a table that I am working on. So I always put paper towel. I always bring a lot of paper towel with me whenever I go to weddings and things like that. Like I literally bring like half a roll with me at all times. So paper towel is always necessary. And then this is the pouch that I bring my brushes with. I also did a video on what brushes that I use, which I will link down below. I'll link all of my, you know, freelance makeup artist videos, Q&As, things like that. I'll link them down below for you guys. And then I do have a bag over here that has all of my clean blenders in it. And this one, obviously, I just used. So that one I put there. So yeah, that is what is there. And then over here, this is the fun area, the good stuff. So these products are the ones that I leave out. Like I said, I have my foundations, lipsticks, everything like that in this case, and you know, some eyeshadows and lip glosses, lip liners, things like that, because I just feel like that's very personal to the look that you're doing. These products are things that I need to use, and I use all the time, and it's just so easy, and it's easier for me, of course, so I don't have to bend down every time to get them. So I have them laid out so that whatever the client is, whatever I'm doing, these are things that I reach for and I always use. So as you can see back here, I actually have my moisturizer. This is the one that I use on everybody. It's the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer. Absolutely love this moisturizer. I love, 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 love it. So I have it out there. Then I do have my primer. This is the Hourglass Veil Primer. Now, before you guys saw that I actually had it over there in the big tube. Wait, let me get it. So this is the one that I've actually had for a while in my kit. I love the Hourglass Veil Primer. I feel like it is one of the best primers out on the market. It is just Can I help you, ma'am? It is, I think, one of the best primers out there. It is expensive, but again, when you're working with brides and clients, mother, I'm filming. But when it comes to brides and also your name, your business, you want to make sure that your makeup stays in place. And I love the Hourglass primer, but I switched it. I actually had this one in this bottle when I first started, and I saved the bottle just because there was a little bit of primer at the bottom. And then I did buy this because it is a bigger size. But I noticed that using this, I was just like dumping product out on my hands, and I felt like I was using a lot of it. So what I did was I actually squirted this ew, that sounded weird. I put that product into here because this has a pump, so you can easily get out as much as you need. So that's why I have this as a backup, because I do still have, I do still have product in this, and then I did buy a backup, so I do have it in the bottle, but like I said, that's just because I felt like I was using a lot of it. So I have the Hourglass Veil Primer that is out here. Then I have my Rimmel Stay Matte. I use this in the T-zone for all of my brides, again, so that their makeup stays in place. I have my Giorgio Armani Liquid Summer Drops. This is for a contour for brides, and if you have like a maid of honor, I use that more so on like maid of honors and brides, people that, you know, we're going to be probably photographed the most. A lot of bridesmaids don't want to have that really intense contour. I just use it with powders. And then this is the Becca Liquid Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, another one that I love using on brides. I have out my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I also keep out my Lancome powder, which is for moms and more mature skin. I always have them out together when it comes to weddings. Today I just had out my Laura Mercier because I did just have one trial with one bride, but I will always have my other powder right next to it. Then this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I love this for brides and for people who have a little bit of darkness under their eyes if you want to go ahead and brighten up. I always love using that product just because, like I said, for brides and photography. Let me see if I can open it with my hand. As you can see, it's a very, very light color. It's like a peachy, orangey color. They actually did just come out with one for darker skin tones, which I talked about in my one video or my past video. But I love this product, like I said, to brighten the under eyes for brides, especially when it comes to their pictures and photography, because of course you want their eyes to pop out. So I love, love, love using this product on my brides. I also have in my kit out on my thing, I have my new Becca. This is the under eye anti-fatigue primer, which I love, 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 love. So I do have this out so I can use it on my clients. Over here, I have all of my highlighters, and I have one down here as well. But these ones are all the highlighters that I pretty much use the most. I do have other highlighters in my collection, but for the most part, these four are the ones that I use the most. I have Becca Champagne Pop, Becca Moonstone Opal, and this one is Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I also have this one down here, and this one is in the shade Ballerina. I love this as a highlight, but the thing I use this the most for is actually like a lid color. So I do have this out just because, like I said, if I want to add a little bit pop of like a pink on a highlight, of course I'll add this, but I love this a lot for like a lid shade. Let's see if I can swatch it for you guys. See, it's so beautiful. Then over here, I do have my tweezers and my scissors for when I do lashes, because of course you need these out. I do have some of my brow pencils depending on hair color, everything like that. Then down here, I have my eye primer. You guys know I love the Urban Decay one. I have a concealer out. This is by LA Girl in the shade Natural. This is the one that I probably use the most and is the most universal. Over here, I do have other I do have other concealer shades, but for the most part, I pretty much just use natural. I have a lash glue for my lashes, and then I have two of my mascaras out. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof, and then this is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I use the Telescopic on the lower lashes, and the Voluminous goes on the upper lashes and falsies and everything like that. And then last but not least, over here, I have my blushes. So again, blushes is very personal depending on your look that you're going for. I have this one out. This one is probably the one that I use the most. This one's by Sigma. This is their Aura Powder in Cor de Rosa. So I have this one probably used the most. This one is another one. This is by Tarte in the shade Party. And I love this one for fair skin tones and people who want to do like more of a pinky tone on their cheeks. I love, love, love that one as well. And then this is my palette of all my blushes. I actually have another blush that I love that I bought recently by NARS, which I usually put out. But that one's in my kit. So I don't have just a clutter of things all over. These are just my go-to essentials that I think you need for every kind of look. But when you want to go ahead and do something different, or can I help you? But when you have a look that's very, you know, kind of personal, or if you want to add a little bit more of a different color, that's when I'll go in with my kit. But for the most part, these are the products I use the most. So over here, this is my blush palette. These blushes are, I think these three are MAC. I think this one's MAC as well. Yes, this is MAC Pink Swoon. And then I also have these three by Makeup Geek. I think out of all my blushes, like I said, I do use the Sigma one a lot. I do use the Tarte one, but I think out of all of them, I pretty much use Harmony a lot by MAC. And then this one, which is, crap, what's the name of it? It is Spellbound by Makeup Geek. Love that one because I think a lot of people love more the pinky tones for brides, so that's why I kind of stick with these two colors. And those two, like I said, they have a bit of like a pinky. This one has a little peachy, obviously. And then yeah, that is pretty much how I set up my table. Like I said, I will do an updated video when I do get the new carrier with me, because like I said, I wanted to get this up for you guys since it was a request. But like I said, I will be getting rid of that carry case soon, and I will have a different case, which I'm really excited about. But like I said, I'm gonna wait like a month to get it. So yeah, that is my video of how I have everything set up when I have appointments, weddings, everything like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below if there is anything that you would do differently with my setup, because I'm always interested in knowing how everybody else does it, so maybe it can make it easier for me. So let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have any other makeup video questions, whether it's for makeup artists, freelancers, anything like that, let me know in the comments down below. I really want to do another question and answer for you guys very soon. And if you have any other kind of if you have any other kind of videos that you want to see when it comes to my freelancing and makeup, again, let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.